Hello everyone and welcome back to the Perfect French with Dylane. Today we are going to have a chat about how to sound more natural when speaking French. I know that sounding more French is the ultimate goal for all of you, and I can understand why. After spending so much time studying all the rules, it's now time to reach the level where speaking becomes more natural. Think of the English I gotta instead of I'm going to. We have the same language shortcuts in French. We have 5 different things in French that I want to talk to you about today. Of course, I always recommend to have good grammar and good conjugation, as well as proper vocabulary. It's better to have a great foundation and then you use shortcuts after, rather than the opposite, trying to correct something that is not proper is harder than the other way around. So here are 5 things that we are going to see today. First, dropping ne in negation. Using t apostrophe instead of tu. Using sh instead of je. Using on instead of nous. And adding quoi at the end of sentences. I will explain them all to you with easy examples. This will require practice, and a great way to practice is with the online language learning platform Italki. Italki is an online learning language platform where you can take personalized one-on-one lesson with native French speaking teachers. No matter the time, there will always be a teacher for you. What I love about Italki is that it's just you and the teacher, so you can work on whatever you need. Specific rules, maybe, or maybe practicing sounding more natural in French. Italki has over 30,000 teachers to choose from, so to make it easier, they have a search feature where you can filter your search by lesson, category, or even where the teacher is from. Such an easy process to find the perfect teacher for you. Perfect, you got it? Perfect French, perfect teacher. The best thing about Italki is that you can pay for each lesson individually. There's no subscription, no commitment, and lessons are priced from only $5. You also get 3 trial lessons which are refundable if you are not satisfied with the lesson. I took a French lesson with Katia where we talk about the most common problem French learners encounter. What type of lesson do you usually do with your French students?
Okay, so the focus of each class varies depending on the person. This means that my students have all completely different life situations, goals, learning paces, so I actually adjust my lessons to their needs.
You can start your language learning journey now with the link below in the description box and use the promo code Dylane05 to get your $5 credit when you sign up for your first class. The code is good for the first 50 users when you purchase $10 or more. Thank you Italki for being the sponsor of this video. Now let's talk in detail about how you can sound more natural in French. I'm going to have 2 different criteria at the bottom: speaking and texting. The 5 points I'm going to explain don't apply to both speaking and texting. When I say texting, I talk about, texting between friends, not emailing your manager, okay? Remember, we're talking about casual French here. So the first one, dropping ne in negation. In informal French, so casual French. Texting and speaking, the ne or n apostrophe is often dropped. This is the first part of the French negation, so dropping it doesn't remove the negation in the sentence. Let's see. Il n'est pas là becomes il est pas là. Il est pas là. So we still have the pas. So you can see ne and pas makes the basic negation in French. If we remove the ne, we still have the pas. So we still hear that it's a negation. Okay? Je n'ai pas bien dormi becomes j'ai pas bien dormi. Ils n'ont plus que 2 places pour le concert. Ils ont plus que 2 places pour le concert. So, il est pas là, j'ai pas bien dormi, ils ont plus que 2 places pour le concert. Another thing that we tend to short is tu. We are going to use t apostrophe instead of tu. So this one also applies to texting and writing. You can shorten tu for t apostrophe, especially in front of a while, of course. Tu as le temps de prendre un café? Tu as le temps de prendre un café becomes t'as le temps de prendre un café? T'as le temps de prendre un café? This one can be changed even more. T'as le temps de prendre un café? T'as le temps de prendre un café? So we don't say le temps de prendre un café. But it's a little bit more advanced, so I didn't include it in this video. But I just want to show it to you here. T'as le temps de prendre un café? Everything in French to speak faster. Faster the better. Another one. Tu as assez d'argent pour payer? T'as assez d'argent pour payer? T'as assez d'argent pour payer? Tu es en avance. Tu es en avance. T'es en avance. T'es en avance. So speaking and texting. Now use sh instead of je. I'm actually not 100% sure why we do this because it doesn't sound that great, but je often becomes sh when speaking, not texting. Je suis là becomes je suis là, je suis là. Je suis là, je suis là. Je ne sais pas. Here we have two things. We're going to remove the first part of the negation and then add the sh sound. Je ne sais pas becomes je sais pas, je sais pas, je sais pas. Je ne peux pas venir ce soir. Je ne peux pas venir ce soir. Je peux pas venir ce soir. Je peux pas venir ce soir. Okay? This one applies when speaking but not texting, for the simple reason that writing je or writing sh does not really change it, doesn't make it faster, so it does not apply to texting. Using on instead of nous. I have talked about this one quite often, but when speaking or texting, use on instead of nous. Personally, I don't use nous very often when speaking in real life, unless it's formal speech. So, nous serons là dans une heure becomes on sera là dans une heure. Nous voulons acheter une maison becomes on veut acheter une maison. So the conjugation of on is conjugated like il and elle, so it makes it easier, it makes it less heavy. Nous n'avons pas été invités becomes on n'a pas été invité. It just sounds more natural and less heavy in spoken conversation. That's all it is about. And the last one, we are going to add quoi at the end of sentences. This one is a great one. We add quoi a lot. Adding quoi at the end of statements can add emphasis and is a common feature in informal spoken French. You can say c'est difficile quoi. C'est difficile quoi. It's difficult, you know. T'es pas gêné quoi. T'es pas gêné quoi. No shame, you know. Or c'est pas grave quoi. C'est pas grave quoi. It's very, very informal. So that's very, if you hear quoi a lot, it's not a question, that's just the way we just add it at the end of sentences. Speaking and texting, but texting is probably not that common as speaking. Because you know, when you text, you just want to make the less amount of words. So I would say texting is still fine, but yeah, I'll probably not add quoi at the end of my text. And that's it, that's all. Please let me know if it's something that you try to use or at least notice, or if you prefer proper French. To be honest with you, I do use everything I explained to you, especially when talking to my family and friends. We speak faster and in a more casual way, so we skip a lot of words. But when talking for a video or at the bank or at the grocery store, I will use more proper French. We just switch easily without thinking about it, just like you probably do as well in your own language. I will be happy to chat in the comments about it if you have any question or just to chat. I hope the wind didn't disturb you. We're having a snowstorm today, so there's a lot of wind, and I'm sure a few of you noticed I finally got new glasses. I hope you like them, and I hope they don't disturb you as much as the old one, which was basically like a big mirror and they will reflect anything. So I hope those ones are better. And that's all. I will see you next Wednesday for a new French listening practice. À mercredi prochain.